Everybody, what's good? Everybody, what's good? I don't know if you can hear me or not. You should. Let me turn this music down right quick. Listen a little bit of my Biggie Smalls as I get ready to close the stove here at my shop. CPR. Just remember, this is the quick plug. If you ever need a cell phone and you're in the Columbus, Ohio area, you need financing. I got them deals on them phones all day. I'm trying to tell you. Got them deals on them phones all day long. So if you need a phone, you need a repair, and you're in Columbus, Ohio, come see your boy. Holler at your boy. I got them deals all day. But just straight up, just want to jump on here right quick. See who's in here. What's going on, Jim House? John House, I'm sorry. I can't see real good. I don't got my glasses on. I never wear them. But shout out to everybody that jumps into the feed. How you doing? This is a quick broadcast about laying the Smackdown, which we just laid on Philly. I haven't got to really talk about it on the tube, on the channel yet. Went live when we beat them boys really bad, and I loved it. When we knocked them out, I was on Facebook all Sunday throwing my deuces up because it's been a great week. It's always a great week when you smack them Eagles because them fans are just idiots to me. They just go too hard. They just don't shut up. So it's always a beautiful thing when you go in there. The Eagles come in your house, especially after that Doug Peterson was running his mouth, talking that trash. I made the video saying how much I love DeMarcus Lawrence reply. Tell him to shut his ass up and let the players get on that field and do the talking. And they came away with a 37-10 smackdown. Boys look really impressive, offense and defensively. Dak had another good game, 21-27 for 239, had a touchdown, had an interception, but that's because he was getting greedy. He got a little greedy. And Ezekiel Elliott did his thing, 23 carries, I believe, like 112 yards rushing. Amari Cooper did his thing, the trifecta, the triplets, the new triplets. I don't know, but that's what they were last Sunday. 6 catches for over 100 yards. Defense had 4 turnovers. DeMarcus Lawrence, who I told that I was happy that he was running his mouth, got him a sack. He had quite a few pressures. The Mighty Quinn had him a sack. Like I said, we had 4 turnovers. Xavier Woods, who I said is one of our better playmakers, had him an interception. The team looked good all the way around. Kept a lot of pressure. Ezekiel Elliott was running hard. One of the first times I seen him looking like the old Ezekiel Elliott. He was confident. He was sure. He was hitting those holes. Not saying that he was never sure because he's an all-world back, but I'm just saying he wouldn't look like the same Zeke in my opinion. But he looked like it that Sunday. And just as a whole, just love the beatdown that we gave them Eagles. We had talked about it during the week that it was do or die this week. If you listen to the page, it was do or die this week. And also, it was, come on, man. Let's get out there and get these boys because this is first place on the line, and that's the good thing as we head into the bye. Cowboys, when we talked about, I believe it was Thursday or Friday when I did the DeMarcus Lawrence piece, I said that we got to be 3-0 because that's halfway home to the division. You only got 3 games left heading into the Giants. So we can possibly come off of this bye, go into New York, beat them boys, and we're looking 4-0 in division. Now, like I said, at the beginning of the year, you always want to win your division. That's the main thing you want to do is win your division. And so we're already halfway there. And we're above 500 headed into the bye. So the bye is good because we got some injuries on the front. LVE went out with a little neck stinger, but from all things I've heard through reports, insiders, not saying I'm an insider, but inside information saying he's going to be good. Robert Quinn will be good to go. And then it's another week for La'el Collins, who beasted this past Sunday, who's been doing a hell of a job. If you watched the show last night with me and Skywalker Steele, make sure you check out his page as well on YouTube. We talked about one of the most surprising players this year has been La'el Collins. Because of all the people that have been talking about all overpaid on contracts, DeMarcus Lawrence overpaid on this contract, they ain't living up to it, whatever. I ain't listening to that. But what I will say is La'el Collins, he's been maligned through his career. Is he a left guard? Is he a right tackle? What we going to do with La'el Collins? I didn't even think he was going to sign after this year. I thought he was all but gone this year, and I thought he was going to go to another team because he was going to ask for too much money. But the beautiful thing is he re-signed. And he's playing elite level. He's playing like one of the best right tackles in the league. And for him to come off of that injury like he did and neutralize either Derek Barnett or Brandon Graham was a huge thing for the Dallas Cowboys. I showed a video on the Big Game James page from the All 22 of how he was looking specifically about him. So make sure you check that out because he's really been beasting this year. A few things I want to talk about before I get off of here. Let me give a few shout outs because I cannot see you far away. I can only see you close because I'm blind, like straight up. I'm not blind. The doctor told me I got good eyes. He said, your eyes are good and healthy, but boy, you got astigmatism out this world and you got some crazy blurred vision. So when I get close to the camera, don't be like, man, you weird. Why you keep doing that? Because I'm blind. That's why I do it. So what's good, Harold Cowboys? What's up with you, big dog? Stephen Arthur, you know it's always good to see you. Eastside Harold. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, Eastside. You be killing me, dog. I'm a stand-up man about my team losing. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a stand-up team about my team losing. I just say we lost. You make excuses. 3 weeks is gone, bruh. We in first place, 3-0. We 4-3. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just took an L. You get what I'm saying? And when I hear you talking about you taking an L, you always got an excuse. I don't want to hear your excuses, Eastside Harold. Man up. You took your L. Now go on about it. Let it go. Okay? Just let it go, dog. But anyway, Tariq Salim, what's good with you, big dog? Dad Lunatic, what's up with you? Yes, climbing in the NFC. But I posted on my page also about some stats that's going on and popping right now. As we head into the bye, statistically, Cowboys are looking great. Statistically, we're looking great. So a lot of people want to much malign Kellen Moore. I mean, even the defense. I've been speaking about the defense, how it still needs to step up. Statistics can be deceiving, but what I will say is for a first-year offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, like, oh, is he calling the offense? Is Jason Garrett doing it? It looks like when we go on the road, it looks like he takes the reins from him. I don't know about that because I'm not in the meetings. So I'm not going to speculate who is calling. I just know he's the offensive coordinator, so he should be calling the plays. So I'm just going that because unless you're in the meetings, unless you're right there, then you're just speculating like everybody else. And I'm not going to try to speculate that on that. But what I can't speculate on is this. The Cowboys have the number one offense in the NFL still. The Cowboys still have the number one offense in the NFL. They're fourth overall in points scored at 27 a game. They're fourth overall in passing, 291 yards a game. Dak Prescott has 102 rating right now. Beasting. Rushing, we're fourth in the league overall, averaging like 146 yards rushing a game. So number one offense in the league, top five in both those categories, top five in scoring, top five in passing, top five in rushing. So Kellen Moore looks like he's doing a pretty good job as a first-year coordinator. And I have nothing bad to say about Kellen Moore. Only thing I wanted him to is incorporate Tony Pollard more and get Blake Jarwin in the offense more. And it looks like at least it happened a little bit more in that Philadelphia game. Looks like Tony Pollard came out with like 20% of the snaps. Blake Jarwin came in, I believe, with like 47 to 49% of the snaps, even though he only caught one pass, but it was a touchdown. It was good to see him getting more involved in the game. I think even Dalton Schultz played in the game, but don't even let me start about him. But at the end of the day, you want to see those playmakers get out on the field. It was good to see that. Tavon Austin got him a little touchdown with a good trick, naked the triple option boot. I like seeing that. Let's see more of it because the schedule is going to get a little more daunting after that bye week. So offensive standings are not too bad. And even if you jump on the defensive side of the ball, the defensive rankings, Cowboys are fifth ranked overall in defense. They're 15th ranked in the rush, getting 96.9 rushing yards against, I believe. And then in the passing game, the Cowboys allowing, I believe, like 228 yards passing, good for eighth overall. So fifth overall ranked defense, eighth overall ranked in the pass, and 15th ranked overall in the rush. So that number came down from the last stats I posted because we were averaging over 100 yards a game against, but shutting down Howard, getting him less than 60 yards in that game, brought it down a little bit as well. And plus Jets didn't really do good as well. So good stats right there. Cowboys have 17 sacks on the season. Robert Quinn is leading the sacks with 6. 17 sacks is good for, I believe, tied for 15th in the league. I think one of the biggest alarms that I'm seeing right now, if we look at penalties, Cowboys had a total of 54 penalties this season for a total of, I believe, 535 penalty yards, which is most in the NFL. And I think that's the concerning thing. So as we head into the bye, I think the biggest thing the Cowboys need to do is clean up those penalties. Too many penalties, averaging like 5 or 6 penalties a game. And their penalties, a lot of them were the offensive line holding calls, blocking the back, And I understand Tyron Smith is not 100%. He's going against some better defensive players in that game. But they got to tighten up that ship with the penalties. Can't be leading the league in penalty yards because that's going to come back to haunt us, especially with the teams you got coming up on the back end of the schedule. And we'll talk about a few of these teams before I get off. But definitely have to, if you're looking at the buy things that need to clean up, penalties, meaning more discipline. I know your holding happens like every play of the game, but you still got to clean up those penalties because they're backbreakers and they happen at the inopportune time. So the Cowboys have to clean up that penalty yardage, get that together, cut those things down. Smart football. That's the main thing we have to do. Smart football, making the right decisions and not making bad decisions. And it looked like Cowboys made really good decisions. We had a lot of pressure on Carson Wentz. It was a good all-around performance, like I said. I really like seeing that, and I really like beating the Eagles because they talk so much trash and they run them out. So I was really good, but definitely need to clean up that penalties things. And like I said, incorporate your playmakers. It's a good thing. I'm not advocating anybody ever getting hurt, so you never want to see like an Anthony Brown getting hurt, but it did open the door for more playing time to Jordan Lewis. And all I can say is this. When Jordan Lewis is on the field, the defense plays better. I know he's only 5'11", 175 pounds maybe, and you say how that one small guy can make a difference. You're seeing he jumped in the game against the Jets, getting more playing time when Anthony Brown got down. What did he do? Big interception to stop a drive. Then he comes back in this game against the Philadelphia Eagles, gets a big sack. Can't remember what down. It could have been on the second or third down, but big sack. And Carson Wentz is known to shake those sacks, do the spin moves out of them, and kill you with a long play. But Jordan Lewis, great play by Jordan Lewis, and you got to keep playing him more, Chris Richard. Stop worrying about that daggone size. Stop worrying about that daggone speed. And he's a playmaker. He needs to play more. And you need to go ahead and keep him in the game and stop BSing around with him, man. I don't give a hell what you keep talking about with this 4.3 speed or whatever Anthony Brown brings to the table. Long arms. Just throw that out the window. And all y'all keep on talking about, Jason Garrett talking about he's special. Chris Richard, y'all keep talking about he's special. Well, if he's so daggone special, then you need to keep him in that lineup. Okay, for real, I think he's playing better than Cheeto. I think he's actually a better cover corner than Cheeto. Maybe a little more handsy, but that boy can cover. And he would play the receiver when he was in high school. He played a little bit, back and forth even in college because I watched his career when he came out of high school, some high school tape. And that boy's got an offensive mindset. He knows how to go get that ball. So give him some more work, Chris Richard. And please, I'm jumping everywhere, but this things that I want to address. I can't talk about no trades. Let me see what y'all got to say first, and then I'm gonna talk about these trade stuff. Feel me? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk a lot about that. What's up, Blue Star Legends? How you doing to you, Blue Star Legends Wallace, Tariq Salim once again, Stephen Arthur. Let me see. We can keep the intensity. Yeah, he's still getting burnt. Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling y'all. But yeah, the Lunatic. Definitely agree with you with that schedule because right after we play against these Giants, after we go to New York, and that should be a game we should just kick their butts. But we said that against the Jets. But I think it's a different beast against the Jets because I just had that feeling against the Jets. I just had that feeling. I think they're going to come in because I know our team and I know how Garrett does it. Just like I felt like if you listen to the tape, I said that we were going to act funny against the Jets. And I said, probably we act funny against the Jets, and then we're going to beat these Eagles. I said it. And then it happened. You know what I'm saying? So this week, I'm going to keep it real. This next week when we play these Giants, I really think we're going to have a good game and beat these boys. You feel me? Daniel Jones, he's been struggling. He's an okay quarterback, but I know my team. I just feel like the Cowboys are going to come in there serious and handle the business. But after that, it's going to get real tricky. We're going to see what's really going on because I said the barometer for Jason Garrett is these playoffs. I don't care about this regular season because he's already proven he can win the regular season. He's already proven he can win some big games. He's proven he can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't diss Jason Garrett on that. But what he hasn't proven he can win in the playoffs. Okay? Now, he's got to show me something again because, number one, I told you, I made a post that 2013, 2015, 2017, and now maybe 2019, all the odd years, Garrett does not make the playoffs. 2014, 2016, 2018. Championships, NFC East championships, and playoffs. So this is the odd year. So we're going to have to see, especially with the schedule being a lot harder on down the road. You got Minnesota after the Giants coming up after that. Then after Minnesota, I believe I mean, you got Minnesota, you got the Patriots, you got the Buffalo Bill. No, you got Minnesota, you got Detroit, you got the Patriots, you got the Buffalo Bills after that. And after the Bills, I believe it's the Bears after that. Then you got the Rams, and then you got the Eagles. Okay, so that schedule is not going to be any easier. And even though the Philadelphia Eagles are under 500 and is mayhem and chaos over there, we've seen it before. Well, I've seen the New York Giants when they were talking about firing Tom Coughlin mid-season, and they make a run and go to the Super Bowl. So I don't sit there and think about anything else. Those teams are still going to be tough going down the line, and we're going to see what's going to happen because, like I said, it doesn't get any easier. This is the odd year for Jason Garrett, and he's got to prove because there hasn't been a back-to-back NFC East champion in a very, very long time. And as you see, we're up and down. 1 year we go, 1 year we out. 1 year we go, 1 year we out. 1 year we go, 1 year we out. Can't keep doing that. And as I said, I already told y'all how I felt about Garrett, so I ain't going to beat the dead horse any longer. All I'm going to say about this, Garrett, get to these playoffs and show me what you're going to do. If it's another exit, even if you get to an NFC championship, I'm going to keep it real. Unless we like losing the last second, I just don't really want the man back. I'm sorry. I just don't. I just feel like it's peaked. We going to wait another 5 years, 15 years in the game and still saying, oh, well, we might because we keep getting close. No, dog, it's enough, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been hearing Urban Meyer in the news. You've been hearing Lincoln Riley. I'm cool with either. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is, just need a new voice. I know the players still play hard for Jason Garrett. I know they don't give up because the guy is likable. You can't hate the guy. So if you don't hate this man and he's a likable guy, of course you're going to play hard for him. Plus you're getting a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? It's a job. It ain't just entertainment. It's a job. So of course you're going to earn that paycheck. And you got good players that are friendly around him. So of course you're going to have that camaraderie. And like I said, people don't hate Garrett. And I don't hate him either. And I feel like the players do play for him and they don't quit and they do play hard. But that don't mean just because you're doing all that that coach is going to get to a Super Bowl. That don't mean that. That don't mean just because I play hard for this man that man can still take us over the hump and get us to the Super Bowl and the leadership. That don't mean that. So I don't want to keep hearing this talk about, oh, well, the guys play hard and they don't give up. What's that got to do with him getting to a championship? That don't mean nothing. You can play hard all game, and you still ain't getting to a championship. You still ain't getting to a Super Bowl, so I don't really care about that no more. You know what I'm saying? You get to a Super Bowl, dog, and okay, I'll be quiet. All right? You don't get to a Super Bowl, it's time to go. I mean, how much longer? We're going to keep believing. That's all I'm saying on that end. So, guys got to get healthy. Guys got to get better. And we're just going to see in this second half of the season. You get what I'm saying? But as I said before, we're already halfway there, 3-0 in the division. Going into New York Giants, we could be 4-0. And honestly, the way the season is looking, hell, the Cardinals got 3 wins. I mean, we're only 1 game better than the Cardinals right now. So I don't think you're going to get in there with some 10-6, even 11-5 might be tough. So really, the main thing the Cowboys going to do is win that division. And right now, we're sitting pretty in the division as we go forward. So let me see what y'all got to say right quick before I jump off of here. Because like I said, I closed the store. I'm waiting for my girl. She's trying to buy another car, another SUV out there in BFE, whatever. So she got my truck. So I'm just chilling at the job till she come pick your boy up. You feel me? But let me see what y'all got to say right quick. See, here's the thing, y'all. Listening to y'all right now, I mean, here's my thing with that. Hell yeah, we need a defensive tackle. I mean, honestly, Patrick Walker, who I interviewed on my show in April, good guy. He's a beast. I love following him. He comes with that fire all the time. If you don't know who Patrick Walker is, you're really missing out. He's got that stuff. But he came on my show a while back, and he just made a post on CBS Sports because that's who he writes with now, that it'd be a great trade to get a Gerald McCoy. Now, Gerald McCoy isn't that run stuffer that we're all craving for because that's what we really need. But in Marinelli's system, that don't work. I think Marinelli should be your last year. I ain't trying to push you out, dog, but you just old. That's all. I love you, but you just old. Maybe I'm discriminating because Dick LeBeau was like 81 years old and them defenses were still good, but I don't know, dog. I don't know. But if you can make a trade right now, yeah, I will make a trade for like that Gerald McCoy. because it's that mid-season trade. And if you had a Gerald McCoy, who's an established guy, I think that's the biggest thing. Christian Covington, I like him, but he's not a dominant force. Antoine Woods, I like Antoine, but he's not dominant. He doesn't have that big size. But if you get a defensive tackle like a Gerald McCoy, and then you got Robert Quinn, you got DeMarcus Lawrence, and you compare all those other guys around him, now I feel a little better about that inside because Gerald McCoy is a dog. You get what I'm saying? And even though he's not like some of those big run stuffers, he's a great addition to what, if you're looking what the Cowboys need as far as right now. The Niners went out and got Emmanuel Sanders. You seen what the Patriots did get Sanu. You seen the Rams go out there and make trades to get Jalen Ramsey. Now I'm not saying we should just jump up at the first thing you see, but daggone it, you went and did it last year with Amari Cooper. You went out there and signed a guy. You were 3-5. You said, we got to make a move right now because we're struggling. We don't want to lose this season. Boom. What'd you do? You went and got Amari Cooper. Bam. You see what it went. You see we went on that win streak, that long win streak, and it got us, helped get us into the playoffs. Now, here's my thing. When you're talking about right now, there's no rule against this, Cowboys. Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, mainly Stephen Jones because he's the guy that penny pincher. But there ain't no law against still looking at it every year. Never satisfied. That's what we talked about the other day with me and Skywalker Steele. Never satisfied with where you're at. Don't be content. You really content with Jeff Heath on that back end? You really content with Jeff Heath on the back end? That's what you're gonna tell me? You're gonna keep feed me that you're gonna keep feeding me that? I don't care how many other people like Jeff Heath. Okay? No. Okay? He almost gave up 2 big plays. If it wasn't for Nelson Aguilar having the alligator arms or somebody else didn't make a play, I keep on saying, why is he playing the single high and you don't have Xavier Woods down there? I don't know. I don't trust Jeff Heath on no single high safety, dog. Where do you trust Jeff Heath? Where do you not say we need a safety? The only problem is there ain't no banging ones out there. Don't tell me about no Eric Berry because he's done. If Eric Berry was still the man, somebody would have picked up Eric Berry by now. I don't want no old 32, 33, 34-year-old guy back there on the back end. I don't want to see that. If you're going to make a trade for somebody dynamic, you better go and be dynamic. But I know the Cowboys, and that's why I'm not talking about this stuff. That's why I'm not talking about a defensive tackle. I made it a post about it, but I know in reality, Cowboys ain't going to do it because they felt like they did a favor for us last year. They did a favor for us media. They did a favor for us fans when they got Amari Cooper. So the Cowboys, and they're thinking that, hey, man, we just went out and got somebody. We just used the first-round draft pick. We ain't going to keep doing that. Well, because our picks are so important to us. We can't just be losing those picks. I understand that. If your whole squad was 30 years old, if you had 32, 33, if your core players were all in their 30s, I can understand that. But this whole team is young, still one of the youngest teams in the league. And guess what? Tomorrow's not promised. Just because you're looking good and those draft picks, you don't know what's going to happen with a draft pick. Draft picks are unknown. You understand what I'm saying? The draft picks are unknown. I say don't use all of them, but they're still unknown. And guess what? Tomorrow's not promised. So if you're thinking we got to say that for next year, hey, it's this year. We need a Super Bowl this year, not next year or 2021 or 2022. We need a Super Bowl this year. So if you got a player that can make a difference for your team, by all means, do it. Because next year, you don't know if Amari Cooper is going to be back, although you better sign him. You don't know what's happening with Dak Prescott. You better sign him. Byron Jones. I said, hey, I don't know about paying Byron Jones top money, but guess what? Byron Jones is a beast, and he shut me up. He may not be a playmaker. He ain't no playmaker, but he shuts down one side of the field. So I'm almost saying, hey, probably, let's find a way to keep Byron Jones, because you don't talk about Byron Jones. Once he went to corner, you don't even talk about that side of the field no more, and that's what you want. I love to have the interceptions with Byron Jones. Trust me, I do. But I also love when you don't talk about Byron Jones and you don't talk about that side of the field. You feel me? So that's 3 guys you probably going to need to sign. Other guys can possibly walk. Let me turn this music down right quick. But you feeling me? Get what I'm saying? So make it happen, but it won't. Make it happen, but it won't. So that's why I don't talk about it. That's why I don't get excited about it, because I know they're not going to do it. So, you kind of know what the Cowboys are going to do. So we're just going to have to roll what we got. and pray that Marinelli and Chris Richard just make something really dope as far as these, they look great against Philly, but is it going to be the whole year? You know what I'm saying? We get in the playoffs. Are we going to show that in these playoffs? You get what I mean? That's what I want to know about my team because my team is unpredictable. My team will go into the New York Jets knowing damn well you should have smacked that sorry-ass bummy team and you go ahead and struggle and then lose against them. And then you've seen the Patriots going there because they don't play around. They don't play around. They go in there, they handle their business, and they go home. They smack you down and they leave. And we're going to see when we play them in about 3 or 4 weeks. We're just going to see how that happens go. But time is short, Cowboys. Stop looking at next year and beyond. The time is now. And there ain't no excuses. And that's what I've been saying. There ain't no more excuses for the Garrett regime. There's no more excuses for the coaching staff. And there's no more excuses for the players. So everybody should be held accountable from Jerry Jones all the way down. Just like you're at a job. The boss, the managers, the workers. Everybody's held accountable at each level. So guess what? There ain't no excuses to me for no players because if I was playing the game and I wasn't doing it, y'all be saying, Jay, you suck. Ain't no excuse. And I'd have to take it. So ain't no excuses for the players. There ain't no excuses for the coaches. And there ain't no excuses for management or Jerry and them. You have it in your face where you still have the opportunity to save the season, not save the season, but make waves, make it happen. I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. Oh, we just got there. Oh, we like where we're at. We're headed to next year. We're going to be okay. No, I don't want to hear that crap anymore. You better take the time now because I seen them Niners say, guess what? We're still missing some pieces. We're 6-0, but we're not satisfied with that. We still got to get better because we're trying to get to the Super Bowl this year. Yes, we got a young nucleus. Yes, we have this. Yes, we have that. But we don't care. We're all in this year. That's the mentality has to be. It can't be, oh, well, we're saving our draft picks for next year or this and blah, blah. We're all in this year. Uh-oh, next year. We're all in this year. Uh-oh, next year. We're all in. Every year, you need to be all in. Period, point blank. If you're trying to win Super Bowls and championships, you always got to make shrewd moves. And it's almost kind of like Jerry gets a little scared sometimes. And now I'm like, that wasn't your way back in the day when you purchased the Cowboys. Dog, it's been 25 years. You should be still going hard because it's been 25 years since we've seen anything. It's been 2 playoff wins in 25 years. That's terrible numbers. We got to do something, and we got to make waves this year, and I don't want to hear the excuses. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? I mean, when you see teams play the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, think about it, y'all. When you see the teams that play the Dallas Cowboys and they're during the week, it's like clockwork. During the week, when they have their pregame press conferences and they ask about the Dallas defense and they ask about the Dallas offense, listen what those coaches say. Listen what those players say. They always give the Cowboys props on our talent. Hey, man, they got a talented bunch over there. They got talented linebackers. They got fast linebackers. They got a talented defensive line. They got a great offensive line. Ezekiel Elliott, Dak was balling out. Amari Cooper. They say all that and give all that props. But then after that, they say, we feel good about what we're doing. You know why? Because I don't feel like they fear the staff. And I'm not bashing the staff, but I just don't feel like teams fear us. They definitely know we have talent. Everybody in the league knows we're one of the most talented teams in the league. That was known before week 1 started. But do teams fear us? Do they fear that, man, we're playing these Cowboys, we better bring our A game? Yeah, talent-wise. But I think these coaches just really feel like that, you know what? We can beat Garrett. We can outcoach him. We can beat him. I just feel like that's what they feel. I don't know because I'm not right there in the NFL, so I can't say that. But the feeling is to me, when I listen to these coaches, they always say, we beat ourselves or we felt good. We could have did this and we just didn't execute. That's why I hear a lot of things. Now, maybe that might be a cop-out, but when I watch the game, there's a lot of games where I've watched where teams could have beat us, but some things happen. So staff just got to tighten up all the way around. I'm not saying the staff is doing a bad job, but we shouldn't be 4-3 right now. That's all I'm saying. We shouldn't be 7 games in and 4-3. That's all I'm saying. And so you always got to get better. It's no excuse for that, not in my eyes, because you're giving up games that you should have won. And it doesn't matter if it was the Packers, the Saints, or the Jets. That's 3 games that you really could have won each one of those games, and you just didn't bring it. And that inconsistency has to stop. That's just my opinion on that. Feel me? So I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Just want to jump out there laying this. Like I said, if the title was laying the Smackdown, I don't know if y'all listen to any rap, but one of my dogs is 3-6 Mafia. Okay, and one of my dogs is Project Pat. I love some Project Pat. So, and he got an album called I believe it's Laying the Smackdown, and nobody really didn't really talk about it. It was after the Cheese and Dope and after all of those. But that Laying the Smackdown was just so prevalent because that's what the heck we did to those Philadelphia Eagles. So if you're out there and you like listening to hardcore rap, go check out Project Pat. That's my dog. Memphis, Tennessee, baby. Like Tony Pollard. You know what I mean? Yeah. You hear the tick. You hear it in the background. I hope they don't mess me up on my video. That's why I'm. So you hear that? That ain't nothing but Biggie B. So I hope they don't get me. Hope they don't get me. Feel me? So anyway, hey, love y'all for life. Thank you support. I'm gonna tell you a few things before I get off of here. Please subscribe to the page. Subscribe. Okay. And also, please, donations. All right. We got a Patreon account. We got about 15 proud Patreon supporters that support us and that helped us continue to add things to the Silver and Blue Nation. But we need more. Okay. And as I said before, we ain't out here begging, but this takes money to run this operation. This ain't free what we're doing. A lot of things that we do behind the scenes, it costs money out of our own pockets. So please, if you really like our page and like what we do, subscribe to us, not subscribe, donate. If we're in here, super chat, donate. And if you want to do a monthly subscription, it's available there as well for you for our Patreon account. You can start as low as $1. $1 ain't a month ain't even gonna kill you. $2 a month ain't gonna kill you, dog. $5 a month. If you think about what you spend every single month on stuff that you really don't need, man, dog, I got a $20 gym membership, and I know I'm slim fit, but I'm cut up. I'm strong. I'm just slim. But I got a $20 membership, and I don't even be using it. But I want to keep it because I want to keep it just in case I do go to it. Yeah, and I do. But I get lazy because I got so much other stuff going on. So that's why I don't want to cancel it. So that's $20 a month just coming out of my account. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with it because I always want to be able to go to it whenever I want. So if I'm spending $20 a month on that and I ain't even using it, you daggone sure if you like Silver and Blue Nation, if you really mess with Big Game James, Producer G, you can bang out $5 a month. So just, hey, if you're trying to find out about it, www.silverandbluenation, patreon.com, you can be a proud supporter. You can support or like while you're in the feed, or you can actually go to our Facebook page and be a subscriber there for $4.99 a month. We're continuing to bring more content. Producer G has been doing a lot of working lately, but we got some good stuff with the Cowboys experience coming up with me, Law Nation. We're trying to do a real tag team right here with me and Law Nation. I got my young guy, Skywalker Steel, that's in the mix. DDP, Dallas Prospects. We got a small little super team that we're building up. We're getting these players. We're trying to get these players. Not trying. It's not saying we're not getting them. We're just putting everything in the mix to make this happen as far as bringing those guys in. You can have me. We'll be sitting down. We'll be talking Cowboys football. Have a Joe Looney sitting right here with me, and then we're actually going through plays. What you see right here, Joe Looney? What you see right here? What happened right here? That's what we're trying to get to, but we can only do it with more support from you guys. We're trying to bring these players in, not just for the one-on-one interviews, not just chopping it up and not always talking football, but let's get some film breakdown from the actual guys so what they see, kind of what you see with the Dallas Cowboys Network. We're trying to spin it like that. Also, I got another little thing that y'all really going to like that I got brewing, but it's going to cost money. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not going to put it out there yet because I know somebody's going to try to steal my idea if I put it out there right now. So I'm on the hush. I can't tell people about this, but please support, donate. I got some fire. Me specifically, I got something that y'all gonna love that ain't nobody doing with the Cowboys right now. Ain't nobody doing with the Cowboys right now. And it's an idea I got. I just got to put it into works. And it's gonna cost money to do it, y'all. I'm gonna give some little blueprints of it. I can't throw it out right now because I know somebody will try to jack my idea, but I'm telling you, it's all world and just need that support from you guys and donations to make this thing pop. So just want to say that real quick. We laid the smackdown on them bummy Eagles, headed into the bye. Let's get healthy. Let's get these guys together as far as their health-wise, and let's make this stretch run, and let's see how this thing goes. Because as I said before, Ain't no excuses for this organization for me no more. Ain't no excuses for this coaching staff, and ain't no excuse for these players. And ain't nobody trying to hear them excuses no more. You get what I'm saying? If you're not trying to get it done, then by golly, after this year, then Jerry, you got to make something happen. Because obviously, we already know the Joneses are always going to keep the Cowboys. So us praying that Jerry Jones will sell the team, that ain't never going to happen. It's always going to be under the Joneses. So only thing we can pray is that Stephen Jones, when he takes over, or Jerry, they keep their eyes open to what's really going on and see that if this guy doesn't do it this year, it's fool's gold, and you got to move on. And I'm not the guy that's just attacking Jason Garrett because everybody else is. I've been on this, okay? But if you ain't trying to do it this year, dog, enough is enough, okay? We can't be wasting this talent every single year to talk about let's keep hope alive. No, you got to make this stuff happen. If you got a man that keeps getting you here and getting you in, hitting you here, and ain't even been getting us there, you know what I'm saying? Then by golly, you got to look elsewhere and find somebody that can. And then if you do find them, give this man some control, which probably won't happen. That's why I say a college coach, because a pro coach gonna want his own people. And Jerry ain't like that. So I'm just hoping and praying the football gods hear what I'm saying and see what's going on, and let's make something happen. So I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Big things coming up. I think I'm gonna be down there at the Minnesota game. Not gonna be 100% sure. Working on that right now to be at that Minnesota game, so we can do some live interaction. Trying to get some things popping with this Cowboys experience with some new players coming in, some really good, interesting players that you're going to like. So we're just trying to make these moves to try to do what we do. So make sure you just keep tuning in for Silver and Blue Nation here on YouTube, on our Facebook. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter. My guy, Ryan Humford, is always updating that page. So make sure and check him out. He's a real good dude. So without that further ado, let me check out a few of these comments, and I'm about to get the heck on out of here. Bet. I'm loving it. So the lunatic. So our Patreon, you go to www.silverandbluenationpatreon.com. It should pull right up, and it should let you know where you can start as far as your subscription. If you want to be a monthly subscriber, like I said, as low as $1, that dollar can roll every single month. Now, come on, you know you can do more than $1, but if you want to start as $1 and then see how the content goes and say, hey, I want to keep this or I don't, but at least give it a trial run. At least put it out there so I can show you we can give you even more. So the more you donate, we can't do anything without the people. I'm just gonna keep it real. We can't do anything without y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I got some fire stuff. Myself personally, Producer G is always cooking it up, but I'm always on the grind trying to figure out new ways to make things exciting for our page and the Cowboys people. I'm gonna keep it right now, y'all. I don't try to be regular. I don't try to be like all these other guys that are out there doing their thing, and I love everybody and respect everybody what they do. But I ain't them. I try to keep my own style and Big Game James style and keep it thorough and original. So I want to bring out some hot original stuff that ain't nobody banging out. But I can't really do it without more support from our people, from the fans, from the people who say they love us. So please, that's all I'm asking, because I'm trying to give y'all the hard stuff. I'm trying to give y'all stuff that y'all ain't never seen before. I'm trying to give y'all some stuff. That's my mind. It's always on that. I always want to have stuff that don't nobody have. You feel me? I'm always trying to be in the lab. That's why me and Producer G do this thing. We always trying to be innovative and I think outside the box. But we can only do that without y'all. So please support, and if you can donate, please help us out, and that'll be a big thing going forward. So I appreciate everybody in the feed. Shout out to the Lunatic, the U, Marquise Haddison, Sheila Neal, Tariq Salim, Meticulous Cowboys 86. What's up with you, dog? Look and crazy. How do you do? Danny Mohaganus, what's going on? If I didn't mention that. Eastside Harold, you know I love you, dog. You know Texans ain't never going nowhere. And smoke that good, 2K. Yeah, you know what it is. So I'm gonna just keep quiet on that. But appreciate everybody who jumped in the feed. I'm about to jump off here because baby girl's about to pick me up. Daniel Baldonado's been good. El Jaffa, good seeing. I hope I said that right. Daniel Baldonado's been a long time since I talked to you. So what up, fam? How you doing? But please, rewind this video, listen to what I said, and let's get this 6. I don't know if it's going to be Jason Garrett is the man, but all I know is the time is now. We can't look at 2020, 21, 22, 23. It's 2019, and we got to make it happen now, okay? Because it's been too long. It's been 25 years, and we're tired of it. And I don't want to hear no more excuses from anybody. Players on up. No excuses. So holla at y'all. Check out the show during the week. We won't have a game, so we'll see how it goes with the shows. But we'll definitely be keeping tabs on these other teams that go down this Sunday and see what happens, wins and losses go through the NFL. So once again, thank you. I love everybody who supported us. I love everybody who jumps in the feed. I'm forever grateful for everything that y'all do for us. And we'll talk to you soon. Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James, producer G Voltron. We out. Peace.